Hi everyone, this is meowmurai. Let's continue our game of Final Fantasy XIV Online, running on PlayStation 5. Okay, what are we up to? Deliver the letter, speak with Papa Shan, deliver timetable. Okay. What is this thing? You got something for me? A letter? Now, who would think to... Geekboo! Haven't heard a word from that old gal in ages. How's the dear doing? Let's see here. That's Geekboo, all right. Time was I used to call in at the Silver Bazaar quite often. That was back when it was still the busiest hub in Thanalan, mind you. Old Geekboo and I used to stay up until dawn talking about, well, whatever girls do. Geekboo's the very heart and soul of that place. Hells, even most folk here in the city still remember her name. Breaks my bloody heart to hear her and them good folk were nearly forced from their land. Dirty business, that. But I'm not to the point of worrying just yet. I'd wager Gil to Geekboo poop. The Silver Bazaar will be rallying back to its former glory for long. In any case, I think the 12 of you were there to help them. Here, for you, on behalf of Geekboo and the Bazaar. Bone ring, copper ring. Yeah. Oh, I gotta exit back out. Opponents on my monster list. Well, you certainly look the part of an adventurer, my friend. Might you be the good soul Modi advised me to expect? I am Papa Shan, station master of this humble dispatch yard. An empty title, I assure you. I am no more than a tired old Lalafel passing his final years in quiet and solitude. 12 know there have been plenty of both these last 5 years since the calamity struck. The devastation was vast. Yet now, true Aldeans work together, doing all in their power to rebuild what was laid to ruin. By the sweat of our brows and the love of our home, we have rebuilt Uldal to the grandeur and majesty that you see today. The railways, which run through this dispatch yard too, were born of the noble efforts of a great many souls. But there's still much work to be done. The wounds left by the calamity run deep. Isolated areas beyond our lines of supply remain, and there are places yet wanting for relief and restoration. Ulda needs the aid of you and your brethren, in fact. Friend, in fact, never has our need been even more dire. Which brings me to the point, I suppose. I do believe I may have some work suited to one of your ability. Ooh, do the next class quest. Alright. Party time. Anyone seen Kekuzani since last night? Anyone? Hey, what are you doing with that timetable? I've been looking all over for it. You got it from Kekuzani, you say? Why, that useless drunk. I'll wager he was out all night again, chasing after skirts. That's it. Next time he misses his shift, I'm tying him to the tracks. The station master, Papa Shan, has a simple task for a fledgling adventurer. Since you've come all this way, perhaps you can perform an errand for me. It just so happens a number of sentries have been sent to guard the area. A dispatch to the dispatch yard, as it were. They have long been away from the shade and featherbeds of the city. The hot days and cold nights can play hells on the mind and body out here. It isn't much, but go and give them these twilight pretzels, would you? I find comfort food always helps when I feel like killing myself. I mean, sort of. Halt. Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to put the pretzel on the ground and place your hands above your head. State your name and business. And a twilight pretzel from Papa Shan? Why, the gods forgive me. You could say this new post has my nerves in a bit of a twist. I'm terribly sorry for that. Yes, well, you may rest assured that the dispatch yard is safe as long as I stand watch. Please give Papa Shan my thanks and tell him that I only wish I could repay the favor. Western front clear, eastern front clear. For me? From Papa Shan? A twilight pretzel. My favorite. How did he know? Can't fight on an empty stomach now, can I? Actually, I can't fight on any stomach. I suppose you could say I have no stomach for fighting. 12, save me. Scorching days, freezing nights. This post will be the end of me. A Twilight pretzel? Don't mind if I do. Ah, now that's a refreshing goddamn pretzel. I feel reborn. Pretzels in this world must not be the same kind of pretzels I am aware of. A pretzel would not make me feel refreshed. Ah, you've returned with a deal fewer pretzels, I see. Tell me, how fair are Sultansworn sentries? Did they have anything to report? Anything at all? What? Nothing? Are you sure? Oh dear. Take this for your troubles then, and stay a moment. There is more I would ask of you. Let's see, a bronze bastard sword, which I wouldn't even use, a bone hora, bone staff. Yes, the bone hora I'm going to use. Meowmurai, I have just this moment. No, the time for concealment is past. The truth is, even before I had you deliver those pretzels, I was privy to the most unsettling news, which is the real reason I sent you to meet those Sultansworn. Papashan is in dire need of your assistance. A young noblewoman from a very prestigious family has run away from home, and I have been ordered to see her safe return. The Sultansworn you met earlier are assisting with the search. Alas, it seems they have found no trace of her. I apologize for not being frank with you from the start, but we must proceed with caution. Should word of her disappearance spread, I fear others with less honorable motives may join the hunt. And should we allow her to come to any harm, not even 100 beheadings would be punishment enough. That cannot happen, Meowmurai. It must not. I need your help. I need you to help me find her. Praise the 12. I knew I could count on you. I have instructed the others to expand the search, but Thanlan is vast and there are only so many of us. The young noblewoman's name is Lady Lilira. I want you to go south and look for her in the vicinity of the Sultanry. Good luck. I think we'll do this, then we'll head back into town and do the next job mission. Oh, Sultanry. You're about to enter an instance battle. Instance battles only occur during certain quests and missions. Take a moment to read the information displayed in the active help window before answering the call of duty. Let's see, special instances. You are about to enter a special instance. These areas are reserved for important battles which feature unique environmental conditions or powerful boss enemies. Instance objectives can be confirmed in the duty list. For the duration of the battle, you will be unable to pass beyond the red line displayed in the field. You will automatically leave the instance once all quest objectives have been met. Let's see, level syncs in effect. If you are above the maximum level allowed, it will be synced as follows, level 8. Okay, so it drops me 2 levels to play this.
Sultan Tree, hallowed spirit of my line, forgive my weakness. My failings have cost us dear.
You're very loud, girl.
Show yourself.
As you command, O Lilira. Forgive my selfish desire to assure your welfare.
I don't recall requesting an escort. Simply pretend we never met and continue on your way.
We both know I can do no such thing. It isn't safe for you here alone. It isn't safe for anyone. Not with this etheric disturbance. It's as though the dead are watching us. And I'd prefer not to join them, if it's all the same to you.
Like how meowmurai's face is basically just eyebrows.
Ah, you must be the one that Papa Shan mentioned. Congratulations on finding our elusive young charge. You'll have to forgive her impetuousness. What she lacks in discipline, she makes up for in stubbornness. You should return with us. The station master will be eager to thank Lady Lilira's protector in person. Alas, the station master will have to wait. Dear Lilira, for my sake, please stay out of harm's way. As for you, dear friend, for Lilira's sake, please stay in harm's way.
Look how this thing appears right in the middle of battle. It's like, yeah, I have no time to read that. Thank you.
Whew.
hear, feel, think.
Whoa. It's like I'm in the spirits within.
Crystal bearer. I am Hydaelyn, all made one. A light there once was that shone throughout this realm, yet it hath since grown dim. And as it hath faltered, so hath darkness risen up in its stead, presaging an end to life. For the sake of all, I beseech thee, deliver us from this fate.
Okay, my friend.
The power to
Rock.
banish the darkness dwelleth in the crystals of light. Journey forth and lay claim to them. By thy deeds shall the crystals reveal themselves to thee. Only believe, for the light liveth in thy heart. Shine thy light on all creation.
Ah, coming around now.
Would you mind telling me what that was?
If I only knew. A denizen of the void at any rate.
The void sent? Here? But how?
The question isn't how, but who. We're not dealing with bookless bandits. Don't suppose the answer came to you in a dream? No sooner did you fell the beast than you fell asleep. Too much ether, no doubt. Interesting. I hadn't considered the crystal. But of course, this changes everything. Oh, just thinking aloud? At any rate, we haven't a moment to spare. I must return and report this at once. I leave Lady Lilira in your capable hands.
How dare you pass me about like a swaddled babe? I shall return and tell them myself.
As you wish, your impetuousness. I suspect we shall meet again before long. Until then, do try and stay awake.
You have no idea how hard that is. Thank the gods you've returned. You had us all worried. You do realize what would happen if a person of your noble stature were to be injured, or worse? Why, Her Grace the Sultana would be beside herself with grief, and so would her subjects. I dare say they'd be weeping in the streets. But I've already given you cause to weep, Papashan, you and the people of Ul'dah. Please, you're not to say such things. We will find it, I swear to you. It's not my place to make demands, my lady, but I beg you, please stay out of harm's way. I apologize for causing you undue worry, Papashan. I shall refrain from traveling unescorted in the future. I cannot thank you enough, meowmurai. I understand you fought bravely to protect Lady Nalira from void-sent fiends. For your gallant service, you deserve all the riches in your royal vaults. In the royal vaults. Alas, a small token of my gratitude is the best I can offer. A sarcastic man with a strange contraption strapped to his shoulder. I see you've met Thancred. He's a scholar who spends his days investigating oddities in the aether. Rather too fond of the sound of his own voice for my liking, but perfectly harmless. As for you, meowmurai, you're just the sort of adventurer we need around here. I pray you show the same kindness to the people of Thanalan as you did us today. Sisidoa needs a reliable adventurer to deliver a gift to the coffer and coffin. You're an adventurer, yes? If you're not otherwise occupied, I have a favor to ask. I've resolved to repay a debt of gratitude which I owe to the owner of the coffer and coffin. For this purpose, I purchased the royal plantations a prodigiously plump pumpkin, a particularly popular piece of produce. Alas, I cannot part this place to procure and proffer the pumpkin. You see, the schedule of shipment from the Nanawa mines for which I wait is late. I would prevail upon you to pick up the pumpkin in my stead and see it safely to the coffer and coffin. Present the receipt. I apologize for asking you to attend to this time-consuming task, but I truly appreciate your assistance. If Ishgard doesn't come calling soon, this spectacular specimen shall sadly be past its prime. Oh, so you're to deliver this decadent delight? I can say with confidence that any gourmand would be grateful for such a grand gift. Here's the pumpkin. I hope it meets the Bodger's approval. Fresh produce is somewhat scarce in these parts, and as such we are always deluged with demand. You know the way to the coffer and coffin, correct? It is beyond the bridge to the northwest. Look for a place where local laborers lounge. Hihayaja needs help thinning out the sniping shrew population. Thanlan has ever been a barren region. Believe me when I say it takes no small amount of effort to make crops grow here. We've even introduced earthworms to the soil in order to enrich it. Alas, they've been nigh eradicated by sniping shrews, burrowing critters native to these parts. Unless we save the earthworms, this entire plot won't yield so much as a single pumpkin next harvest. Won't you help us by thinning out the shrew population? The shrews will be the best place to start. Or shrew hills. Whoop, 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 whoop. Thank you, friend. You are truly the champion of earthworms. Now we can look forward to a plentiful harvest of pumpkins. I wonder which ones will grace the Sultana's plate. Haji Yaja can point you in the direction of work. An island adventure is a sorry sight. I've no need of assistance at the moment, but perhaps someone at the coffer and coffin wants for a helping hand. Wowobaru, the resident chef, comes to mind. The man is obsessed with inventing new dishes, and I hear his current fascination is fish. If you were to donate some for his cause, I'm sure he'd be grateful. Now I'm a simple farmer and don't know much about fish, but I do know what I like, and I like orobon. You won't find a more succulent fish in these parts, I tell you. If you have a mind to give some fish to Wowobaru, I can wholeheartedly recommend fatty orobon. 4 slices or so should be enough for him to experiment with. Gotta find some water so we can find some fish. Hey, what do you know? Which I have fought these things before, just walking around. new aether to attune to. By learning the spell Teleport, you are now able to travel instantly between aetherites to which you are attuned. Access the teleportation menu by selecting Teleport under Travel from the main menu. Unlike other spells, Teleport does not require MP to cast and instead uses a type of naturally regenerating spiritual energy. A small fee of gil, however, must be paid to the keepers of the aetherites so that they can maintain the crystals and defend them from those who would see them destroyed. The fee varies depending on the travel distance and remoteness of the aetherite location. Register an aetherite as a favored destination will reduce the amount of gil required to travel there. Up to 3 favorite destinations can be registered at any one time. Porters. Porters are similar to rental chocobos in that they can be hired to carry you quickly to various destinations. The difference being that you cannot control these birds, and that they will not stop until they have arrived at their destination. On the other hand, porters are trained to take the safest route, meaning that they will never be attacked while in transit. Well met, traveler. Might I interest you in a chocobo porter? Ah, do not tell me this is your first visit to this shop. I shall update my register with your name so that you may access this location in the future. Okay, we'll do that right now. I'm a broke kitty. So walk we must. Fish, fish, futile. There's no suitable species, but I shall not surrender. Audubon, of course. But wait, how did you know of my Epicurean endeavor? Well, it matters not. Your solution to suggest is sensational. Saute with salt and a squirt of sun lemon, so simple yet sublime. Fish is a costly commodity here in Thanaland. Were it not for your local Largus, I would have been forced to fork out a fortune to have some brought hither. Thank you. Potion or ether? Yes, we'll do the potion for now. Drink for you, laddie. You won't get better ale or spirits for your coin than at me place. What's that? We Cicedoa asked ye to bring this here to me? Ha! So even that foul-mouthed drunk knows meaning no remorse. Reckon this is for the time I carried his drunk sodden arse back home. But hell's an honest to goods pumpkin from the royal plantations. I can't wait to see what the cooks will do with her. The lad here scoffed down beastly amounts of meat, and it's starting to tell on their health. It'd be good to get more vegetables in their bellies, assuming I can get the stubborn bastards to try something new. Thanks for your help, laddie. Whoa, but who needs an adventure to furnish him with fresh shrew meat? Ah, bugger, my stories of shrew meat are nearly naught. The meat is an indispensable ingredient for making my smoked shrew loaves, which are famous for their fantastic flavor. Fortunately, I am no fool. In preparation for this possibility, I have set 2 barrel traps outside our establishment. Alas, I am not accustomed to butchering live beasts. If you could do the deed in my stead and bring me the meat, I can continue to cook. Roger hears all sorts of information in his line of work, some of which may be useful to you. Word is, Blackbrush Station's sorely undermanned. The stone torches there can't get a moment's peace. A bloke by the name of Warren is hoping to bolster the numbers for a short-term assignment or two. If you fancy putting a few extra gil in your pocket, you could do a lot worse. Gear. You can view, equip, and remove gear by either selecting character under character from the main menu or by pressing C on your keyboard. To equip an item, first select the desired slot. This will open your armory chest, from which you can select the item you wish to equip. Finally, from the subcommand menu, select equip to put the gear on. Or to equip to put on the gear. Alright, well thankfully we've learned that already. Actually, before this, let's go and at least get the we'll get the mission for our next job. Guildmaster Hammond wishes you to build upon your knowledge of combinations. Ah, there you are, meowmurai. I see you've been training hard as ever. Ah, your eyes are starting to have the sharpness of a predator about them. Last time you learned the basics of combinations. Today I would have you build on that knowledge. I've set up 5 wooden dummies outside the guild, along with the merchant strip. By way of warm-up, I want you to deal each with a solid boot-shine combo. Oh, and don't mind the townsfolk who've gathered to watch. Boot-shine combo, huh? The mannequin stands there, and though it's silent, you cannot help but feel it is mocking you. Oh, I see. So the wooden dummies have felt your wrath. Good. Now we can move on to your lesson. When you first came to us, I taught you that combinations make a pugilist. What you need to know next is that not any hodgepodge of strikes makes a combination. There's an order to things, a natural flow from one technique to another. Today, I would have you practice one of the most elementary combinations in a pugilist's arsenal. It goes like this. Lead in with a swift boot-shine combo. Keep your foe off balance with a true strike, then bring it home with a blistering snap punch. With practice, combinations such as this will become second nature. They must if you expect to become an accomplished pugilist. Now you'll need some opponents to practice on. The Kickern that infests the rat's nest in central Thanalan ought to serve. Hit them with snap punch 3 times. We can call it a lesson well learned. Okay, with that being said, why don't we stop it there? This is meowmurai. You've been watching Final Fantasy XIV Online, running on the PlayStation 5. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.